Hello everyone and welcome to Nancy's Magic Touch and DIYs. In today's video, I am going to share with you how I transform an old dresser into a beautiful entertainment unit slash bar. So without any further ado, let's get started. I bought this beautiful dresser on Marketplace and it's solid wood. It has a lot of marks, a lot of scratches, but it overall is in really good shape. So I thought I'd use this under my TV and create a little bar with it and like an entertainment center with all the movies and PlayStation games, etc. The first thing I'm doing is removing the hardware, and I'm using a plastic bag to put them in it to make sure that I'm not losing any parts. And now I'm removing all the drawers. I'm using my Orbit sander with 120 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to sand everything I can with this tool first. When you put your disc on the sander, make sure you align the little holes, that way most of the dust is going into the little bag. It took me about 20 minutes to half hour to achieve this much sanding. I'm really taking my time as I don't want to put any grooves onto the dresser. So I'm being extremely careful, especially on the edges up front, not to move my sander sideways because I want that nice straight line up front. Now I'm removing these other pieces of hardware that I forgot to take out, and I also want to sand in these areas to make sure that the paint that I'm going to put on is gonna set properly. Now I don't really like these things on the side here, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. Now to go around the top edges on a smaller area, I'm using this tool with 120 grit sandpaper on it, and I'm going to go ahead and sand all around the piece of furniture. I'm completely done with the dresser, so now I'm going to go ahead and do all the drawers. This tool also have the options of removing the tip at the end and putting another longer corner tip to make it easier to get in smaller area, and that's what I'm going to do to get into the little areas of the doors. I completed the sanding. I first sanded with 120 grit sandpaper, and then I went over the whole thing again with 220 grit sandpaper to give it a nice smooth finish. Now I'm taking some wood filler and I'm going to fill any little holes or scratches that are too deep, etc. And once I'm done applying that, I'm simply going to let it dry and sand it. I'm just using a block with 220 grit sandpaper on it and sanding all of the wood filler. Now I'm taking a rag and I'm wiping all of the dust. I'm using pre-stain by Veritane, and this will allow my stain to spread and more evenly. I recommend if you use this, have doors open, windows open. It smells very, very strong. And on the label, it recommends to apply it sideways first and then go over it and put it with the grain of the wood. So that's what I'm doing. It sounded a little bit weird first, but it really works that way. You have to let it set for 30 minutes before you apply the stain. And make sure you use a lint-free cloth. I'm using an old t-shirt that I cut up, and it works really good. You can really see here the difference between the two drawers. It brings out the rich color already, and I love it. Now I'm going to put some tape along the edge of the top there as I'm getting ready to put the pre-stain on the top, and I really don't want to put any on the base of my cabinet, as this will be painted. I also put some on both sides of the dresser, taping the corner edges as those will be painted. So I got all the drawers and all the 2 doors done as well. To stain my piece, I'm using Weathered Oak by Veritane. I'm gonna apply that color first, and then I'm going over with Early American by Main Wax, and I'm gonna apply one after the others as I want these 2 colors to mix together. I'm applying another coat of the Weathered Oak, more of the gray tone, over the Early American just to tone it down a little bit. I got the top of the dresser and the side of the dressers done, so now I'm going ahead and doing the drawers and the doors. This is what the stain looks like all dried. You can definitely see the gray tones and the dark brownish color in there, and I absolutely love it. You can see in here that I really needed the tape. It would have been a mess without it. Now I'm gonna remove it and get ready to paint the rest of my dresser. Now I'm using a small tray and a small roller and just a regular paintbrush, and I bought the Fusion paint in coal black, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint all the front of the piece and the corner edges on the side. Now I'm taking my clear wax by Bear, and I'm going to go ahead and wax the whole piece. Now I'm taking a wool sock and I'm buffing the wax. Now to clean my hardware, I'm using some vinegar and some hot water, some Dawn detergent, and I will use some baking soda as well. And I want to make sure that these are super clean. I'm going to take an old toothbrush and really scrub these really well. They are pretty built up with over the years dirt, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a really good cleaning. I'm using a bit of baking powder, and I wasn't thinking, oops, that's going to boil over in a minute. Put this in the sink and then try again. I'm not able to bring them to its original state, but at least they will be very clean, and I will just have to figure out the next step. I got the knobs to come out pretty good, but as I go along cleaning these hardware, some of them are different colors, and I want everything to be the same color, so I will refinish these hardware. And here are my hardware all cleaned up, and as you can see, like I said, all different tones. I have some copper, I have some gold, I have some black, and it's not working out for me. I want everything to be the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some rub and buff in antique gold, and you want to make sure that you wear gloves for this. I know I don't have gloves on both hands, but I should. And all you do here is take a very small amount. It goes a very long way, and just put some on a rag and just rub on your hardware. And this is what it looks like. It looks like a brand new hardware. I just want to take a second to show you the before and after, and that's pretty amazing. I have my hardware all done, and I'm going to go ahead and put them all back into the dresser. I'm putting the pegs back on and all the plastic pieces that needs to go back to hold the drawers, and I'm putting all the drawers back in place. And now I'm ready to put the doors back in. I'm going to put back the hinges on my doors and put them in place as well. Now that the doors are back in place, I'm going to go ahead and put the closing system. I decided to go ahead and paint all the doors black on the inside. I'm using some puck light to put inside the cabinet just so that we can see at night. So I'm just using some Velcro 3 millimeters sticky tab, and these work wonderful, and if they need to be removed, it does not damage anything. I ordered some wine glass holder for my cabinet. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the package and put them in place so that I'll have my wine glass all displayed in my little bar. I decided to put the wine rack one next to the other, so I had to remove the light and then I'll put it back on when I'm finished. I bought this at Home Depot. It's those kind of mat that you put in your kitchen cupboard. I wanted something black and I wanted something to protect the paint from all the bottles that I will put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them to size and put them inside my cabinet. Now this cabinet is all ready to be filled, so I'm gonna go ahead put all my liquor on this side of cabinet, and on the other side of the cabinet I will use it just for wine. Now I'm gonna go ahead and freshen up all my wine glasses, and I'm gonna give that a really good wash and put that in my cabinet as well. I went to HomeSense and got some new beer glass for my hubby. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash that and get that ready. I also found 2 packs of glass at HomeSense. I got some really nice shot glass. I thought they were super cute, so I grabbed those. And I also got a set of other glass just for whatever drinks that we may want to mix. And I'm gonna go ahead and wash all these. I got all my wine and champagne bottle in place, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put all my clean glass in place. These are my 2 favorite wine glass. I got these as a gift for Christmas from my brother and my sister-in-law. And these are made in my hometown in Magdalen Islands. And one of these has a sun with the sandcastle. And the other one has a sun with a lighthouse, which represent my hometown very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my cabinet. I found more beer mugs that I had already purchased from my hubby. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these beer glass in there for him as well. I'm using the 2 top drawers to put all my other glasses. So my On the Rocks glass, some shooter glass, and I'm also going to put some little plastic cups when you have, you know, a big pile of company and you want to do the little drinks. I'm going to use that as well. I decided to put my wine bottle opener in this drawer since I do have a bit of space here. In the middle drawer, I'm using it for all PS5 games and game accessories, etc. So it'll be easy access for my daughter to get to her games. And for all the other 4 bottom drawers, I'm using these to put my daughter's movie collection. She has a huge movie collection, but we're going to put our favorite ones in there and probably store the rest of them. We were able to put 280 movies in these 4 drawers, and my daughter is super happy about that. And here is the final result. This is my dresser that I transform into my entertainment unit. Perhaps you might say slash bar. I really, really love it. I wanted something high and to have my TV above, but something nice and high so I could have a lot of storage. And I wanted to use something with black, something different. So I am very glad I chose these options. I'm loving the mixture of the stain and the gold hardware, and I'm just simply loving everything about this unit. So if you like this video, please give me the big thumbs up. I want to hear your comments down below. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet and you like what you see, today is a perfect day to join Nancy's Magic Touch and DIYs. Until next time, folks, you have yourself a wonderful day.